All right, we're live now on YouTube, live on Instagram. All right, live on Facebook now. Hopefully we're live on everybody. Might not be able to have voice. Maybe this will work better.
Isn't it time that we took control of your health with Fortified Complete Macular Defense? Learn more.
Now you can hear it, right? Hey, Nate.
Get ready. Ask the doctor. I got too many microphones.
The views and opinions expressed by the host and callers of this program are not necessarily the views of Genesis Communications, its management, or its sponsors. Genesis Communications presents the show that's helping people see better and feel better all over Florida. It's Ask the Doctor with board-certified optometric physician, certified nutritional specialist, and popular radio host, Dr. Michael Lange of Lange Eye Care and Associates.
Okay, good morning and welcome to Ask the Doctor. I'm your host as usual, Dr. Michael Lange of the Lange Eye Institute and Fortified Vitamins, here each and every Saturday morning live to answer any and all questions you may have regarding your vision, eye care, or any nutritionally related topics. Pick up the phones and give me a call. We're broadcasting through multiple radio networks throughout the great country and live video on a whole host of social media. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and we got, probably 1 million listeners or viewers all at one time. Got a new phone number today. We're in new digs. If you're checking out the surroundings in here, it's kind of old digs, but new for the last 9 months. So we're back at the old studios in Largo, where News Talk 820 we used to host for the last 10 years. So I'm going to give you a new phone number, so write this down. It's not the old phone number for the last, 1,800 years. New phone number, live call-in show is 727-587-1040. That's 727-587-1040. One more time, if you've got a live call-in question, if you're new to the program, who's Dr. Lange? I'm a board-certified optometric physician as well as a certified nutritional specialist. I founded Lange Eye Care and Associates March 15th of 1993. We grew to 13 locations. I was blessed to have a billion-dollar corporation buy me out, but I kept the Lange Eye Institute in the Villages. That's my flagship. The building is close to 40,000 square feet. We do everything from major surgery to routine eye care to nutritional eye care, all under one roof at the Lange Eye Institute in the Villages, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump from wherever you are in Florida. Once again, this is a live call-in show. I've been hosting it since April of 1993. I used to have a drive time show that was daily here in Tampa Bay every day from 9 to 10, even on Saturdays. But now we're on Saturdays only. I got to have a little bit of a life. So here's the new phone number. Once again, all of you watching, if you're going to give me a call, the new phone number, 727-587-1040. Participation is encouraged. Remember, this consultation is free. It does not take the place of a routine eye exam or a medical evaluation. This is for educational purposes only. Write this number down. I'm going to give it to you one more time. Then I'm going to give you some other phone numbers for Fortified Vitamins and the Lange Eye Institute. But if you want to call right now and ask me a question, a lot of you listeners on 8:20 a.m., this is a new phone number, and 97.3 FM, the Sky up in the Gainesville area. This is a new number. You never called this, so all of you, my routine callers, you're going to have to write this down. 727-587-1040. Last time, 727-587-1040. All right, Fortified Vitamins headquarters is located in Ocala, Florida, inside the Lange Nutrition Center, upstairs in the old Lange Eye Care building, right there on State Road 200. Go up the elevator. We have that whole top floor. We have a Lange Nutrition Center right in on the right. We have a warehouse place in the back. We have a place that we do meetings and taste testing and our studies, all upstairs at that old Lange Eye Care building. That's 3101 State Road 200, directly across the street from the mall. You can't miss it. It says Lange Nutrition Center on the sign, Fortified Vitamins. The phone number for Fortified Vitamins, Monday through Friday. Now, I got to tell you, we had some problems with the phones yesterday if you tried to call. Maybe it's because of this impending hurricane that's coming down on us. But the phone number for Fortified Vitamins is 866-503-9746. That's 866-503-9746. The website's the easiest way to purchase anything that I talk about in this program, and that's simply fortify.com. Fortify.com. That's Fortifieye. See a lot of you follow me. It looks like we're going to have a lot of people asking questions on Facebook and not on the radio today due to it being a new call-in number. See, we're digging in Ocala, getting ready for Hurricane Dorian. Well, I had my motor coach that I actually live in while I see patients down in the villages, because I live here in Safety Harbor, and so I figured I'd get some money's worth out of that instead of just using it for car racing. And I brought it to my home here in Safety Harbor because I think the villages is going to be right in the path of the hurricane. And I figured at least over here on the side of Tampa, the winds will be a little bit less. Hopefully my reasoning was right. So I left my Cadillac Escalade there instead. But that's a little less expensive, and hopefully it's insured. But that vehicle's a few years old. Maybe a tree could fall on it. Maybe they give me a new one. Maybe not. All right, I wonder if that's insurance fraud. All right, so I want to talk briefly about a product that we ran a special on, and I told you that special was going to be over at the end of August. I'm holding it up in front of you right now. It's called Fortified Super Protein, the chocolate flavor. We're going to extend it because let me tell you, it was a huge response. All of you appreciate 50% off. I'm going to still extend it for another week. And maybe since the hurricane's hitting, a lot of you won't be doing anything except preparing for the hurricane, maybe even 2 weeks, all right? So it should give all of you an opportunity to get 50% off on this Fortified Super Protein. Folks, this is a whey protein concentrate from grass-fed cows. And the majority of these cows are A2 cows. They're brown cows raised in New Zealand, grass-fed all year round. A whey protein concentrate is higher in the immunoglobulins, especially the covalent bonded cysteine that converts to glutathione, lactoferrin, and CLA. So not only is it an amazing source of protein to help build muscle and endurance, but it's also an amazing way to stimulate your immune system no matter what age. You can be 10, you can be 100. But Fortified Super Protein is just pure protein. There's no soy in it. There's no carrageenan in it. There's no sucralose or aspartame or dyes. It is all natural. And we also have one called Naked, because this does have chocolate flavor. Right now, the Naked is 50% off. It is $20. This one is $46, but if you use a special code, all right, C50, C for chocolate, 50 for 50% off. Use C50 at fortify.com. You're going to get 50% off. It brings it down to $23. Nobody's getting a chocolate flavored, natural flavored, all right, without sucralose, all right, without unnatural flavors, synthetic flavors, for $23. It just didn't happen. And you can search anywhere you want online. You can't get it for $23, and our Naked for $20. So go to fortify.com, that's Fortifieye, fortify.com, use C50 as the promo code at checkout. It's the very end, there's a section you put promo code in, you'll get it for $23. Use it pre-workout, use it post-workout, use it as a meal substitute, whatever you want to do, use it, get the health benefits. I see Michael Moore is watching on Instagram, Michael Moore, and on Facebook. Michael Moore is a hearing guru. He has Hear More medical centers throughout the Village, Ocala area, and upstairs in the Lange Institute. If you go see Michael Moore, tell him Dr. Lange sent you. But he guarantees the least expensive way to purchase hearing aids. And he saved my patients a boatload of money. He does the hearing evaluation for free. So check him out. All right. Yeah. Garen that's watching on Facebook says that's a great way to have a meal replacement for emergencies during the hurricane. That's absolutely right. I never thought about that. Hurricane rations, Fortified Super Protein, hurricane rations. So hopefully everybody's prepared for this hurricane. If you haven't already, you better go get some water, some food, some flashlights, some batteries. Go fill up everything with gas. It took me 45 minutes yesterday in the villages to get gas. But go get gas, do it early. I mean, who knows? It might not even hit us. It might just go up the East Coast. Good Lord willing. But hunker down. All right, phone lines are open. We're going to wait for one call. I hope we're getting out there. I mean, remember, this is a new studio, new lines going up again today. It's old studio, but back in the old studio. Let me give you the phone number. Somebody on Facebook. Look at Eddie Robinson's watching. All y'all know Eddie Robinson, huh? Amazing. Mr. America, Mr. Universe, Olympian athlete. We'll have Eddie Robinson on as a guest on this show once the Fortified Fit comes out. Hopefully, Eddie, you're listening, and you'll be a guest on Ask the Doctor in the near future. Or you can call right now. We can talk a little bit about bodybuilding. And as far as bodybuilding goes, Franco Columbu. A lot of you know him, and a lot of you don't. He was one of the world's top bodybuilders. He died yesterday. And so, my heart goes out, my sympathies to the family and all the bodybuilding fans. He was Arnold Schwarzenegger's good friend and training partner. Geez, I wish he was around to try the Fortified Fit. Anyway, all the good ones are dying off. All right, here's the phone number, 727-586-1040. 727-587-1040. Last time. 727-587-1040. Some of you in Gainesville, if we're coming in loud and clear, should be able to pick up and call me on that phone number. By now, we would have had about eight calls. Let's see. Lisa Meadows, 820 website says their server is down. All right, so 97.3 FM, all the other stations, you're probably going to be listening to a tape, because the server's down here on 8:20 a.m., so that means a lot of you aren't going to be hearing me right now, but at least you're hearing me on social media. So Instagram, welcome, Twitter, welcome, Facebook, hello, and YouTube, buenos dias. All right, that's good morning in Spanish for all of you out there. So maybe it's just the 8:20 a.m. crowd that we're going in. I'll give you the phone number one more time, 727-587-1040. All right, so last weekend, after the radio show, my wife Tammy and I flew to Cincinnati, and I'm holding up right in front of you a little thing here. It says Zoom Essence. So Zoom Essence, this is a flavor package. This is a prototype of the Fortified Fit, and I have a boatload of these. So flavor package. Remember, I was telling you I've been working on Fortified Fit, an anti-aging pre-workout, post-workout supplement that's all naturally flavored. Well, for the last 4 months, we couldn't get it to taste good using natural flavors. So we flew up to Zoom Essence. This place is a world-class facility. All they do is flavors for sports nutrition supplements. And they worked on it for hours, and we tasted it, and we sent it back and tweaked it and tasted it and tweaked it. And we came up with 3 flavors: berry flavor, strawberry watermelon, which was delicious, and fruit punch. And I let all my staff try it at the Village at the Lange Institute. They loved it. And then I'm going to let some people here in Clearwater Safety Harbor this weekend, try it as well, so we can pick which flavor we're going to come out with first. This is either going to be berry, strawberry watermelon, or fruit punch for the first one. You know, they could make it taste like a dreamsicle if they used sucralose and artificial flavors. And so this isn't as good tasting as with sucralose and artificial flavors, but I gotta tell you, it's pretty close. Most things that you get flavored naturally that you're buying over the counter, it doesn't taste that good, and it has a really bitter aftertaste. So we went that extra mile to try to get this done. Fortified Fit is now going to manufacturing as of Wednesday, so it should be 4 to 6 weeks we will have Fortified Fit available. Remember, this is a combination of collagen protein, creatine, branched chain amino acids, something called velocitol, D-ribose, highly branched cyclic dextrin, L-citrulline, astaxanthin, and a few other things out there. And I think the price is going to be in between $40 and $45, which is amazing because I'm not even going to double the price. I'm going to mark it up $5. That's right. I'm going to barely mark it up so the masses can actually get it, okay? I heard a radio advertisement, one of the big boys that do a lot of infomercials, promoting a creatine supplement that has coffee bean extract and vitamin D, and that was it. It was creatine, coffee bean extract, and vitamin D, and they're selling it for $60. And that was only like a 15-day serving. So this is going to have a lot more stuff than that. This is going to be legitimate beneficial for promoting muscle growth, muscle synthesis, strength, as well as endurance. Then I've got some anti-aging things in it to slow down oxidation in the body and inflammation in the body. And it will be available hopefully in 4 to 6 weeks. All right, a lot of you are following me on Facebook right now, giving a lot of prayers to the Tampa Bay people. I appreciate that. At least we can communicate with social media right now. Here we go. Let me move the stapler out of the way, and now I can see everybody out there. All right. Hey, Harold, Thomas Bud Beck, how you doing? Deborah in Louisiana, whole gang out there. Brad in California. All right. We are going through 8:20 a.m. You know, it's a new country station now, and a lot of you are listening to me if you're driving around. If you got a question regarding your vision or eye care, pick up the phone, give me a call, 727-587-1040. I noticed when I was driving in today, or yesterday, the signal wasn't reaching as far out as it used to. I mean, usually I pick this up strong in Gainesville, but I was barely picking it up when we got in on Fletcher Avenue. So we might not be reaching as many listeners as usual. That's why we don't have a lot of calls. But I can talk, believe you. I can chit-chat for a long time. It's a little hot in here, too. I got a long-sleeve shirt because usually it's cold in here. All right, so we talked briefly about Fortified Fit. I talked a little bit about the flavor system that we're using. I gave you the C50 code to get 50% off of the chocolate protein, super protein. Remember, C50, 50% off. If you're a naturalist out there and you want something that's just pure naked protein, then you can get the naked protein. It's called Fortified Super Protein, but the naked flavor. And it's $20 on the website right now. You can't beat that. All right. Phone number for the Lange Eye Institute. Get a piece of paper, pen, write this down, 352-753-4014. That's 352-753-4014. Last week we talked a little bit about how important it is to have a routine eye exam. A routine eye exam can not only ultimately be vision-saving, but believe it or not, it could be life-saving. That's right. So when you go to your local optometrist or local optometric physician ophthalmologist, not only are they looking for the first signs of eye diseases, but they're also looking for the first signs of potential systemic health problems like hypertension, diabetes, all right, brain tumors, pending strokes, arthritic symptoms, arthritic signs, lupus, sarcoid, thyroid problems. Here's a good one, sexually transmitted diseases. That's right, the eye can often manifest some of the first signs the mucosal linings before you get it elsewhere. And we see that in the villages all the time. Chlamydia, herpes, gonorrhea, syphilis, AIDS, all right, all that can show up in the eye. So you can see clearly now that an eye exam may not only be vision saving, ultimately it could be life saving. So it's one of the best forms of preventative medicine available. When you go to the eye doctor, make sure you have your eyes dilated. That is crucial to have your eyes dilated, okay? If you don't have your eyes dilated, it's a half-ass eye exam, excuse my French. And don't let them con you into paying extra for some sort of optomap technology. Optomap technology is important. It's good technology. It does not replace a dilated eye examination. Nicole Geraci, good morning. Paula Stack, good morning. How you guys doing? A lot of people watching on Facebook, and look at Nita on Instagram, and Roy. So today's like a social media frenzy versus a radio frenzy. So go see your local eye care provider and get a comprehensive eye examination. And if for any reason to rule out the possibility of glaucoma. Glaucoma is the sneak thief of your sight. You have absolutely no symptoms until it's too late. So you can be going blind from glaucoma and not realize it because there's no pain, there's no blurred vision until later, until it's too late. All right, let's see. Keith, I've been feeling a lot of fatigue, not sure what's going on. Who's the best practitioner in Ocala that you could recommend? I tell you, in Ocala, Dr. Lumiere is actually very good. I don't mind recommending him. But also, John Podlatsky. Dr. John Podlatsky isn't in Ocala, although he could lease some space upstairs in Ocala. He is in the villages. So my brother just went to Dr. Podlatsky, and he did the most thorough medical evaluation I've ever seen. I mean, 40 minutes of a case history. And then, ordered blood tests and saliva tests and checking everything, urine tests. So, I really like John Podlatsky. He's more of a holistic, natural practitioner. He's got all sorts of credentials after his name. But Dr. Lumiere is also very good in Ocala as well. And you can always email me at eyedude92@aol.com. That's EYEDUDE 92@iCloud.com, not AOL. Don't send it to AOL. I'm sorry. I get 3,000 emails a day at AOL, and I don't want to check them. So go to iCloud. That comes directly to my cell phone, and I check that frequently. All right, we're going to have a call. Hallelujah. Let's see how we take the call. Let me go find the call deal. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. It's over here. Oh, you got it? Oh, all right. Technical support. We're going to Mike in Seminole.
Hey, Doc.
Hey, Mike. Thanks for the call. I was dying here.
Yeah, I know. I heard you. Well, I have a question from back in April, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Back in April, you were talking about resveratrol, and you had said that taking more than 50 milligrams could be feminizing then, and I can't find that anywhere. I'm trying to tell my people about the benefits of resveratrol, but I'm concerned about the dosage after hearing you say that.
Yeah, you know what? You got my email, or if you don't, write it down, eyedude92@icloud.com, and I'll try to find that, all right? And yes, but it's interesting because there's a lot of companies out there trying to sell 500 milligrams of resveratrol, and this study suggested that high dosages kind of has the similar effect that too much soy would, all right? So if you take too much soy, it can actually increase your female hormones, and with women, that could screw them up, and with men, that certainly could screw them up.
You bet.
But resveratrol, as you know from Dr. Sinclair's Harvard studies, I mean, resveratrol is a truly anti-aging molecule. I mean, there's some definitive proof. Most of it is with animals that it can extend your life. The reason I like resveratrol, it has what we call anti-VEGF activity. And there's some good studies, I can link you up to that too if you email me, where it shows that resveratrol can actually potentially decrease the chance of dry macular degeneration going to wet. And maybe patients that have wet, it can actually slow down that irregular blood vessel growth that leaks and bleeds, and that's why you need the injections. Things like Avastin, Lucentis, Eylea, these are anti-VEGF injections. So maybe if we ate a diet that is high in these type of anti-VEGF nutrients, it could potentially slow down these age-related problems. Also, they think that might be one reason why it's good for cancer patients, diabetic patients as well. So I think resveratrol, and remember, like I preach on this show, everything in moderation. More is not necessarily better on this case. Same thing with vitamin E and vitamin D, all the fat-soluble vitamins. Many people are taking way too much, so more is not better. But I'll see if I can find that. Just shoot me an email. Hey, say, Doc, give me the resveratrol studies.
Okay, great. I really appreciate that. And where's your pal Bob this morning?
So Bob's probably been calling the old number and nobody's answering it. And I bet Steve too, because a lot of times, I mean, maybe they're not even listening to the show, they're just calling in. And so it pays to listen, because now we're on we're in new digs and we got a new phone number.
Right. Well, I'm glad I caught that and was able to get right through to you.
Yeah, you're the first call of the morning. Usually by now we would have had 5 or 6 calls. So
I love your show. I anticipate that every Saturday morning. That's how I start my day, with some good organic coffee and your show.
there you go. What could be better, right?
Right. It's terrific. All right, Doc. Well, thank you so much for that, and you have a great day and a great show.
All right, Mike. Take care. Bye-bye. And be safe during the hurricane. All right. Kind of exciting preparing for a hurricane, isn't it? So we're actually going to test my new house out. I ain't evacuating, okay? And I live right on the bay. So right there on Bayshore Boulevard. And a lot of people say, well, a big wall of water could come from the bay. Well, the bay's not that deep. It's not like you're living on the ocean or the Gulf. So I'm going to push a little button when the hurricane comes, and I got this stuff called armor screen that comes down. And it has 240 mile an hour wind ratings. And so I'm going to test it. I'm going to video the hurricane coming in, if indeed it does, out on my porch behind the armor screen. Now, I do have a little bomb shelter in case something gets really bad. You know, we see a tornado involved in that hurricane. We'll all head into the bomb shelter, or the mob shelter, or the tornado shelter, whatever you want to call it. Safe room, how's that? All right. We got some more people on hold finally. Hallelujah. Once again, you're listening to Ask the Doctor. Phone number is 727-587-1040. I see another person wanted to know about, let's see, eye vitamins. What kind of vitamins are good for the eye? So if you are pretty healthy, you know, you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years of age, and you're not overweight and you're in pretty good shape, there's a vitamin I created that is called Fortified Complete Advanced Nutrition. Fortified Complete Advanced Nutrition, 1 to 2 a day. If you're under 140 pounds, take 1 a day. Over 140, 50 pounds, take 2 a day. It is a combination, multivitamin, eye vitamin, VeggieCap, fruit cap, and enzymes in one USP certified tablet with a dual delivery system. It's a combination of all the vitamins you need, no beta-carotene and no vitamin A. Remember, beta-carotene blocks the absorption of lutein and zeaxanthin. Vitamin A blocks the absorption of vitamin D3. If you're not a vegetarian, you're not vitamin A deficient, so you don't need it. But it's also got acetyl L-carnitine, alpha-lipoic acid, CoQ10, resveratrol, goji berry extract, acai, spinach, kale, blueberries, pomegranates, grapeseed extract, bilberry, a combination of all of these things, the lutein and the zeaxanthin, the 8 forms of vitamin E, all in one formula. I've changed that 14 times, and it's not that expensive. I think it's about $35. Use the code online 20%, and you get 20% off on it. Online 20%. It's called Fortified Complete Advanced Nutrition. Remember, use the C50 code for 50% off on the super protein. You can't double dip. So if you're going to do an order for both of those, you probably just want to call on Monday or Tuesday, as long as the hurricane's not hitting, and just talk to them. They'll give you 50% off the protein, and they'll give you 20% off the rest. But also, everybody needs to be on an omega-3. And right now you hear me shaking, holding it up. This is called Fortified Super Omega-3 Max. Remember, I have Fortified Super Omega, but we got Fortified Super Omega 3 Max as well, and it's 50% more potent than Fortified Super Omega. It retails for $35. Remember, there's a code that goes across the top of the website that gives you 20% off and free shipping as long as you buy $100 worth. So that's what, 3 bottles. 3 bottles, I think. So maybe 4. 35 times whatever. Your math is better than mine. So Fortified Super Omega Max is good for anybody. It's chewable or you can swallow it. Anybody at any age. Most of us are deficient in omega-3 because we're not eating enough good sourced fish. And I always say if you only took one supplement, it needs to be a triglyceride form omega-3. Most of the omega-3 you buy over the counter is not triglyceride form, it's an ethyl ester molecule. It's got ethanol attached to the backbone. Not the best thing in the world for you. So Fortified Super Omega-3 Max, you can buy it at fortified.com. You can buy it at Amazon. Many eye doctors are carrying it throughout the world. Many cardiologists have it available now too. Go to fortified.com, Fortifieye. We are going to the phones now. Barbara has been waiting patiently. Barbara, good morning. Thanks for holding.
Good morning, Dr. Lange. I'm glad everything sounds like everybody's doing great. That sounds wonderful. And I had a question, and I knew you were the best guy to answer it. I have a very good friend. A condition where she developed blood clots in her brain. What suggestions do you have that she could use and take, and besides the nutrition that would strengthen the optic nerve? Do you have any other suggestions?
That's a good question. I mean, first of all, ultimately, they got to get to the underlying etiology. What was the cause of the blood clot, okay? Is she a diabetic? Is she overweight? Is she out of shape? Is she hypertensive? You know, does she have any blood disease? You know, there's a lot of things that can cause it. So her physician needs to find the underlying etiology. But there's definitely a couple of supplements that she can do that can improve circulation to the brain and the eye, okay? Now remember, the eye is an extension to the brain. The optic nerve is basically part of brain matter. And so anything that we can do to help the eye usually helps the brain and vice versa. And so obviously other things are like cardiovascular exercise, as long as it's okay with her physician, weight control, eating plenty of fruits and vegetables. But 2 things come to mind immediately: omega-3 and Fortified Focus for the astaxanthin. So if it's our product, it would be, I would recommend the new Fortified Super Omega-3 Max, and based on weight, 1 to 2 a day, and also based on health. If they have elevated cholesterol, elevated triglycerides, 2 a day, but if they only weigh 100 pounds and in fairly good shape, only 1 a day. So Fortified Super Omega-3 Max, Fortified Focus. Fortified Focus, lutein, zeaxanthin, and astaxanthin. The lutein and zeaxanthin is very beneficial for retinal health, but the astaxanthin improves choroidal circulation to the eye, to the optic nerve, to the retina, and to the brain. Remember, it crosses the blood-retinal barrier and the blood-brain barrier. Many nutrients never get into the brain or the eye. So a combination of those, I've got literally thousands of patients that have optic nerve problems, whether it's related to glaucoma, an ischemic optic neuropathy, and optic neuritis, or related to a brain problem like a stroke or an aneurysm or a clot, like you said, that are on the combination of both of these. And anybody at any age can be on the combination of both of these. Remember, we want to slow down the oxidation and inflammation in the brain and the eye, and these 2 nutrients are good, and they're safe. Here's the big issue. They're safe. There's so many nutrients out there, Barbara, that are being touted by doctors, holistic doctors, complementary doctors, and even, you know, talk shows and infomercials that just don't have a lot of studies behind them, all right? There's many retina formulas out there that have 1 or 2 studies, and they're basing everything on 1 or 2 studies that only had 24 people in it. So the Fortified Focus has literally thousands of studies with thousands and thousands of people with the nutrients in the Fortified Focus, and the omega-3 is probably one of the most studied nutrients in the world. So these have virtually no negative side effects, and they're only beneficial. Now, Barbara, it might not do anything at all that you're going to notice immediately. And if the vision doesn't improve, if it doesn't get worse, then that's a positive, okay? And we don't want this to happen to the other eye. But this will help everything from the inside out. It helps systemic health, and it will help ocular health as well.
Absolutely. Oh, thank you so much. The eye is affected to the point that she looks off. The eye looks like she can look straight at you and it's looking off. Are there any, besides the terrific nutrition, are there any type of exercises that she can do for that?
Yeah, that sounds like she has a strabismus, probably an exotropia. And, you know, first off, I'm sure she's been seeing a neurologist or somebody like a neuro-ophthalmologist because, you know, that sounds like her cranial nerves have been affected by the clot. And when the cranial nerves innervate these extraocular muscles, it can cause you to have a palsy, like a third nerve palsy, as a matter of fact. And she could have had a third nerve palsy. So a third nerve palsy is when you have an aneurysm, usually at the bifurcation of the internal carotid artery and the posterior communicating artery, and it causes an eye to turn out and down, causes double vision, pain, and one pupil that is usually blown large. That is a medical emergency. So if you ever have one eye that's dilated, painful double vision, and an eye that's low, it's called a ptosis, one eyelid that's sagging, you go straight to the emergency room because that's a life-threatening aneurysm. You don't go to the eye doctor for that. And so she probably had some sort of palsy. Now, time sometimes heals this. Will exercises help? You know, it depends on the age. If she was really young, you know, some sort of vision therapy or behavioral optometry could potentially help. I'm not saying it won't. I wouldn't put a lot of faith into any eye exercises to help that eye turn in and gain binocularity. She could go to her local optometrist and try to have prism incorporated into her glasses, because if she's getting double vision, diplopia, then prism, oftentimes a competent optometrist can incorporate prism and get rid of that double vision where you use both eyes. So I would see somebody for a prism evaluation and go from there.
Oh, thank you so much. You've given me fantastic advice, and I will take it.
Well, I appreciate it, Barbara. And good to hear from you.
Thanks so much. Stay safe.
All right, bye-bye. All right, you're listening to Ask the Doctor. We're on a roll. New, not old radio station, but a new phone number. So we're getting a few calls now. You can give me a call at 727-587-1040. That's 727-587-1040. And we're talking about nutrition for the eye. Alternative or natural approaches to help slow down the aging in the eye and the body. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, plus a variety of radio stations. I think we're only on one radio station live right now, 820, but we're running some tapes on some other radio stations. But they're going to work out the kinks here, and everything's going to be good. I see Kenny's watching and Heather's watching on Facebook, and a lot of people, I can't pronounce their names on Instagram. All right, a couple of more phone numbers I'm going to give you for the Lange Nutrition Center in Ocala and also the Lange Eye Institute. So the Lange Nutrition Center in Ocala is 866-503-9746. That's 866-503-9746. And the Lange Eye Institute in the Villages is 352-753-4014. That's 753-4014. One more time, 352-753-4014. Also, you can follow me on any social media. Follow me on Facebook, Dr. Michael Lange, Instagram, Dr. Michael Lange _, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, LinkedIn, whole variety of ways you can follow me on that. Instagram is probably one of the best ways to get some special codes, because I'll run a code for 12 hours just for Instagram and also for Facebook people. So if you follow me on that, sometimes you'll get some bargains. Like right now on the Fortified Chocolate Super Protein. Remember, C50. C stands for chocolate, 50 stands for 50% off. Order it. You can order as many as you want. It's going to go on for another week, maybe 2 weeks, since the hurricane's getting ready to hit. You get 50% off. It brings it from 46 to 23. It's delicious. Combine it and make a smoothie in the morning for breakfast. Put a banana, pineapple, some kale, some coconut water or coconut milk or almond milk or goat's milk or A2 cow's milk, blend it all together and have a healthy breakfast instead of just a piece of toast, a bagel, or a donut. All right, you got to have some protein. Or if you're bodybuilder, power lifter, after you work out, take chocolate milk, A2 chocolate milk, or Promised Land chocolate milk. Both of those are from A2 cows, so it has a non-genetically mutated beta-casein protein that's actually good for you. Remember, casein from an A1 beta source is very bad. There's studies that have linked casein protein with diabetes, cancer, autism, all right, leaky gut. So a lot of health issues. So go with either goat's milk, A2 cow's milk, or something called Promised Land. Those are off A2 beta casein. So take that chocolate milk, a scoop of this chocolate protein, and a wedge of watermelon. Blend it for 5 seconds or 2 seconds and drink it down. The watermelon has high glycemic index, high in L-citrulline that converts to L-arginine, vasodilating your arteries. You want that sugar to replace glycogen in your muscles right after working out. That's why you want the chocolate milk combined with the watermelon and this chocolate protein at 50% off. So that's a good natural post-recovery drink until we have the Fortified Fit available, which remember, we're going to manufacturing next week finally. We're going to do some taste testing to determine if we're going to come out with fruit punch, berry flavor, or strawberry watermelon. And if any of you have your own personal opinion, shoot it to me at email, Facebook, or Instagram, or right now on the radio show, and tell me what you like better, strawberry watermelon, berry flavor, or fruit punch. And I'll take that under advisement. All right, I think we got somebody from Louisiana. I'm not sure it is. It looks like Dappa from Louisiana. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, okay. Who is this, Deborah?
Yes.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm getting warmed up for the hurricane. Louisiana doesn't need another hurricane, that's for sure.
Oh, no. No, with all the flooding they get with just rain, they would be in trouble.
Yep, amen. What can I do for you?
I take the Fortified Advanced Therapy, okay?
Right.
And it has the Fortified Omega fish oil in it.
Right.
Would it be okay to go ahead and order the Omega-3? Would that be safe to take both of them?
Yeah, you probably don't need both, okay? So you're in the Fortified Advanced Dry Eye Therapy. And so that has a combination of Fortified Super Omega. It's not Super Omega Max, but it's Super Omega. It has the Fortified Focus and has the black currant seed oil that's high in GLA. Those combinations work synergistically together to lower inflammation more than just the omega-3 by itself, and lower oxidation, which remember, aging is oxidation and inflammation. And I developed that for dry eye patients. It works amazingly well for dry eye. But I could repackage that for skin health, for joint health, for vascular health, because it's good for all of those things. But Deborah, I don't think you need the Omega Max. I really don't. You could, if you're taking 2 a day of the Super Omega, 1 Focus, and 1 of the black currant seed oil, you're covered. I mean, if we did blood chemistries on you, your C-reactive protein, tumor necrosis factor, arachidonic acid, triglycerides, all that would probably be very normal.
Okay, because I do take it because I did get the dry eye before I discovered your podcast. I discovered that.
Yeah, I'm glad that, I've studied those nutrients for, 15 years, and then finally, late last year, I came out with that formula called Fortify Advanced Dry Eye Therapy, and then gave everybody a really good discount. If you tried to add all those together, if it wasn't through Fortify, you'd be close to $150, and it's sold at $62. And when you buy 2 of them on the website, if you use that code that is on the top of the website streaming, you get 20% off plus free shipping. So anybody can use that code. It's right in front of them on the website. So keep taking it. That will keep you healthy, your entire body healthy, not just your eyes. And I appreciate the call, Deborah.
Okay, well, thank you, and y'all be safe.
All right.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You have a good one, too. All right, so Louisiana's calling. We got the phone lines open now, 727-587-1040. That's 727-587-1040. This radio station usually hits Sarasota pretty good. And Steve in Sarasota is always a big caller, and he's always a listener. So I have a feeling maybe it's not going live into Sarasota right now, but it is live in the local Tampa area. So we're going to generate some more calls. If you're driving your car, if you're listening on the radio, or any of the social media, you want to talk to me live on the radio, we got plenty of time. 727-587-1040. One more time, 727-587-1040. Also, you live in the Ocala, Gainesville Village area, you can go to Ocala right on State Road 200. That's where we have the Lange Nutrition Center and Fortified Vitamin headquarters. We did just open a small distribution center here in Safety Harbor as well. We're going to be expanding that soon, so we'll have distribution headquarters here in Safety Harbor as well. If you're watching me online right now, I'm drinking something called Wata. Water is very important to drink the proper source of water. This has got to be the most scientifically thought out water in the world. It's W-A-T-T, Watt, and then A-H-H-A, Wata, Aqua New Water, ultra pure natural energy source for smart brains. It's a polarized water that I got to tell you, when I drink it, I feel a lot better. I'm a lot more energetic. I don't have the brain fog, and there's some science behind this. So you can go to their website and check it out, aquanew.com. So www.aquanew.com. We sell these at the Lange Nutrition Center in Ocala. We are out. Somebody came in and bought a few cases of it yesterday, Friday. But we'll have more either on Monday, Tuesday, depending on the hurricane. So we will have more in soon. It's called Wata. Remember, most of you that are listening to my voice right now are dehydrated. That's right. Think about it. You had 2 cups of coffee already for breakfast or more. Last night you had 2 cocktails or 2 glasses of red wine. For every cup of coffee, every cup of tea, every cup of alcohol or booze, you got to drink 3 cups of water, good water, not tap water, to offset the diuresis effects. So you can see that's 12 cups of water just to get back to equilibrium. And you didn't drink 12 cups of water today, so you're dehydrated. And then you got to drink half your body weight in ounces of water. And then if you're out sweating, I mean, that's why so many people are dehydrated. Dehydration is not only linked to eye problems, terrible dry eyes, even glaucoma, edema, swelling of the eye, but it's linked to heart irregularities, heart palpitations, heart arrhythmias. It's linked to brain fog. Chronic dehydration is linked to Alzheimer's and neurodegenerative diseases. Kidney stones, and I'm like an expert in kidney stones right now since I had my first one, months ago, but past it. You don't want a kidney stone, trust me. So for any reason, drink more water just so you don't get a kidney stone. You can actually put some concentrated lemon juice in the water. That helps emulsify kidney stones as well. Has some vitamin C in it. And, I still haven't figured out how it alkalizes you because that's acid, citric acid. But there's a lot of websites talk about how it's alkalizing effect. And maybe somebody knows more about this than me can chime in. I don't know. Maybe you put more acid on your top of your stomach acid. Maybe your body starts to secrete bicarbonate to decrease the acidity, and maybe you become alkalized. I don't know. But a lot of people that have digestive issues, like acid reflux, do take lemon juice, and it helps. Apple cider vinegar helps. But I think that's so potent that it actually squeezes off the sphincter valve that keeps you from getting this acid reflux. All right, phone lines are open. Oh, we got some phone calls. Let's go to first call, and that's in Sarasota. Ray in Sarasota, thanks for holding.
Yeah, hi, Doc. I'm calling from Venice in South Sarasota. You're coming in 10 by 10 here on 820, no problem.
Outstanding. Good. That's good to hear.
Yeah. One suggestion, have you ever thought of having an email sign up on your website? That way you can just shoot us emails and communicate with us so that we know where you are, what you're doing, what's going on, specials, your open house, things like that.
Yep, that would be a great... We do that at both Fortified Vitamins, and we do that at at the Lange Eye Institute as well, we send emails out. We got a system that would do that. But I never thought about that on my personal email site. But you know, I could probably do that. That's a great idea. So if you email me, then I'll have your email, and then we can send people out when we're changing the radio station with the live call-in number and stuff like that is.
Okay, great. Now, just a word on the, you were talking about resveratrol, and I think estrogen, it raises estrogen.
Right. Too much.
Yeah, I just had a blood test. My estradiol is slightly high normal.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been on natural progesterone cream for a little while now, and I've had another blood test. It's going down. The estradiol is now normalizing to the mid-range. So I'm 56, kind of active and all that, but you know, once you get older, the estrogen starts going up.
Yep.
Progesterone was recommended by my doctor as being probably the best solution for me.
Good.
You know, you've got all the BPA, and you've got all the organophosphates and all that garbage out there.
Yep.
I mean, my God, it's tough to normalize. Keep your hormones normalized here.
So let me ask you this. Was your testosterone low? Are you on any testosterone injections?
No, my total testosterone was high normal. It was perfect. It was
Good.
In the upper 20%. My free testosterone was in the bottom third. That is not optimized. It should be up at least in the 20 percentile, maybe in the upper third. And now that's going up too with the progesterone. I'm getting the estradiol down, and my free testosterone is inching up.
Good.
It's not at optimal, but it's almost there.
It sounds like you got a doctor that knows what's going on, because so many doctors out there, I've seen it all the time, are putting people on testosterone injections, and then what happens when you're on testosterone, then your estrogen goes way up as well, then they got to put you on a Miradex and stuff like that to actually bring that down, and you become a chemical warehouse. And you know, one of them is my brother's an example of it right now. I'm trying to get him all straightened out. You know, he was seeing a doctor in New Orleans that I think was clueless, and just putting him a mega dosage of testosterone, and testosterone went way too high, along with his female hormones going up way too high. And so it's best to do it naturally. As you mentioned, stay away from all the unnatural things, the plastic bottles, the BPAs, the organophosphates, the fried food, the frozen food, the canned food, the fast food.
Yeah.
I mean, eat the foods that are on the outskirts of the grocery store, the fresh produce, you know, and gently cook the foods. Don't overcook them. Exercise, sunshine, sleep, hydration, all these things will help the body get to its normal hormonal levels.
Exactly. Okay.
All right.
Good luck, Doc.
Thanks for the call, Ray. Have a great one. All right, we're going back to the phones. Carol in Sun City Center. Carol, good morning.
Good morning. I have a question about contacts. I wear soft contacts. They're called dailies.
Right.
And but my eyes still kind of get dry after I have them in for about 3 or 4 hours. And I was wondering what's the best drop to put in there as you're wearing the contacts.
That's a great question. So literally, I've done this a long time. There's an inexpensive way, and there's a more expensive way. So I like Blink preservative-free. It's got to be preservative-free tiers for contacts for the inexpensive way. And that's going to be about $13 to $15. You can get it on the Fortified.com website. Most Blink that you buy over the counter isn't preservative-free, and it's made in China. Stay away from that. So Blink preservative-free is very good. And probably the ultimate, the one I like best, is called Fresh Coat, okay? It works very well with contacts or without contacts. You always hear me talk about Oasis Tears Plus. I like Oasis Tears Plus as one of the best lubricants if you're not wearing contacts. But with contacts, it kind of tends to gum them up a little bit. So it's going to be Blink preservative-free for about $15, or you go to the Big Daddy, the Rolls Royce, called Fresh Coat. You're looking at $29, I think, online. It's $35 if you buy that at Walgreens or Walmart. But if you get it on Fortified.com, I think we're having it for $29. So Fresh Coat, check it out at the local store or at Fortified.com. Fresh Coat's probably my favorite on the planet right now.
Okay.
And then adjusting your diet. What's that? Adjusting your diet, drinking more water, taking a good omega-3. Or you could always get the advanced dry eye therapy. That's the Big Daddy for a nutritional component to help your dry eyes.
Okay. And do you recommend any kind of solution to soak them in or anything?
Yeah, my favorite is really BioTrue by Bausch& Lomb. I like the BioTrue because it's simple, it works. Some people that are slightly sensitive to BioTrue, you can go to one of the hydrogen peroxide solutions. The problem with those are they have that magic pellet, and it makes the hydrogen peroxide go to the sterile saline after about 4 or 5 hours. But if you're not soaking it for 4 or 5 hours and you want to soak them quickly, that's pure hydrogen peroxide you put on your eye, and you're going to burn your cornea. So I don't love the hydrogen peroxide solutions because you can't just quickly irrigate your eye or soak your lenses. So stick with BioTrue. That's my favorite.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. Yeah, great. Thank you.
All right. Take care, Carol.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye. All right. You're listening to Ask the Doctor. I'm your host, Dr. Michael Lange of the Lange Eye Institute and Fortified Vitamins. We're live on Instagram and also on Facebook. The music's on, so it sounds like we're going to have to go. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and all you newcomers, thanks for calling in and asking me some questions. I appreciate it. I'm out of here. Have a great day. Stay safe during the hurricane. God bless you. I'll see you next week. So the social media kept things going. So that's Facebook there, that's Instagram there, and that's YouTube there. It looks like YouTube froze. All right, hope all y'all enjoyed the show. Hey, Keith, Sharon, Paula, Nadine. Feel like the lady on Romper Room. All right, all y'all stay safe in the hurricane if you're in harm's way. Be careful, and maybe I'll do a live hurricane update coming straight from the bay behind the safety screen I got. All right, see y'all. Bye-bye. Same thing with Instagram. I'm going to turn y'all off. Have a great day. All right. Bye-bye. Instagram. Here we go. End. Sayonara. Now, I stopped, but I don't know, maybe I'm live right now. 57 minutes. Let's find out. Hello? I don't know. I think we went off. I'm going to stop streaming. Maybe we are still live. See you guys. Let me save it first. Or let me share it, maybe. Share on Twitter? How's that? Nope. Bye-bye.